up to 1,000 grand. And that's what this sharpener would come with. And that's pretty good. That's like,
I'll have a real professional sharpener.
not like harder sharpener, but
So you know which model do you own?
The base model.
Like the blue base entry level
Yes,
model?
that
you can always
one.
go water.
Well, they all actually function essentially the same way.
This one's a 1,500 red diamond stone. And the other side, these are laps.
So I don't know what angle you actually are sharpening at, so I'm going to pull her in your bevel to find out.
Okay.
In different grids. So this is 6 micron.
Theoretically, it should be
vacuum
25.
foam, and they work really well for polishing. You can notice just after a couple strokes of these, how the blade will start to shine.
Your basic unit polish, what grids do they bring? Is that this right here?
That might help.
Way more in depth than my spot.
Yeah.
So you say you think it's 25?
Theoretically, yes.
Well, we'll start there. I'm going to take a high-grit stone because I'm just looking to remove Sharpie, not metal.
Okay.
Beat up knife, or that knife with a sharpener.
And just give me a couple of quick passes.
Yes, please.
And look where I'm actually removing Sharpie from.
Okay.
On this one, yeah, you're right at about 25. It's because you're looking to remove Sharpie from essentially the middle of your bevel. If I was removing Sharpie right up here by the apex, my angle's actually a little too wide.
Okay.
And if I'm removing Sharpie down here towards the belly, my angle's now a little too steep or acute, whatever you want to
Okay.
call it. So since it's right in the middle, we're good. I'm going to check the other side because it is possible for it to be different.
Yes.
Yeah, once you set the angle. Yeah, my
But again, it looks you're pretty much right at 25.
everyone.
So, and you already have a good edge. I don't really actually have to do much to it, so I probably will just start with these 800s. Just refine it a little bit. At that point, as you know, it's just a up and forward motion.
Alex Steele makes awesome patterns. Awesome patterns. It sucks that he doesn't just do a line of knives that you can buy. He does like these one-off pieces of art and then he raffles them off or whatever. But so they the Turkish Damascus is the darts. I think, which is the thing that Alex does, is he does the laser etching with the coffee as well. So it gives it that nice, the black, steel kind of gets that nice, the carbon stays nice and black and dark. So, but I really want to get I'm big into cooking. Anyway, my new thing. So I want to get a pair of nice, like, Damascus cooking knives.
Just giving the tip a little bit of extra love because it wasn't actually going in the same direction as everything else was in that one pass.
So Kershaw had some issues back in the day. I don't know if they fixed the issue, but I saw a couple reviews on a couple Kershaws that their locking system was failing. People really got their pinkies hurt. They were stabbing, doing the reviews and the locking system folded on them and the knife closed on their pinkies. After that, I was like, hey, you know what? I think it was like the Kershaw Onion or something like that. So I kind of just backed away from Kershaw a little bit. I was like, yeah. And I went to real inexpensive knife, a real nice the Ontario Bradley. Wish I made it a better review.
So typically, if you own the system, we recommend that you actually start with about 20 or 30 strokes per side. Basically, check your bevel, see if it's kind of in the condition that you want it to actually be in. If it is, switch grids, If it isn't, just give yourself like another 20 or 30 strokes and just keep checking it. After a while, you get used to the system, you're used to the motion, you've done yourself a few knives. You can actually tell that the stone will feel different on the steel. So like when you first put stone to steel, it feels kind of a tacky, little grippy, kind of gritty kind of feeling. Once you actually start feel the stone, it'll just start to slide. Basically, that's when it's telling you that it's time to actually go up to the next grit.
Okay.
So if it were actually a little bit quieter in here, you could actually hear the fact that the sound also changes. So if you do enough, quite honestly, you get to the point where I do everything by sound now. So, but like I said, when you're first starting out, 20 to 30 strokes, check your progress, and kind of gauge from that.
It's usually, the prototypes are usually the best ones. And they were trying out things that you might not get in the final production. I'd love to see a company do like more of the custom knife game, or not custom but semi-custom, where you have already blade patterns put out and sharpened, and you can have someone on the website pick, hey, I want Damascus steel with this handle. You know, they'll assemble it for you. Of course, they'll take, you know, there'll be a wait time because they're assembling the part. Assemble it and ship it. So you have these customized, semi-customized knives, but you have already the pattern. You know, so the blade shape, the contour is not going to change. So you can mass produce that, just in different steels. You'll just pick out of it.
Any other questions I could answer for you?
I also like the
Actually, not really.
I used to make knives from steel.
I assume all the stones you have here on the your side here is all the different grips you have.
Yeah, we do a variety of different stones. In diamond stones,
Okay.
we go from a 50 grit diamond stone all the way up to a 3,000 grit diamond stone.
Oh wow.
From there, we have 3 different ceramics. One of them is super niche. It's the curved ceramics that you actually, if you have like a gut hook or something, like something with a really strong radius, you would use the recurve stones for.
Okay, so you can actually use that for those curved gut hooks to sharpen.
Yeah, that's basically it's about one of the only ways you're actually going to use them, because they've got a curve to them, and even on like a karambit style knife that actually has a really strong recurve in the blade, you can do that with the straight stones. You don't actually need the recurves to do it. But if it's something that has a really strong radius in it, that we'd actually use those recurves.
Gotcha. So you can basically sharpen anything.
With the exception of like no serrations. I can take those serrations right out for you.
Right. Yeah, so I can do pocket knives, my kitchen knives,
Yep.
My hunting knives, anything and everything.
Yep.
And what's the real difference between the different systems? I have the basic model, entry level. What product are we looking at right here?
We're actually looking at, this is actually for this style of sharpener, about the middle of the road. It's actually called the WE120. It's essentially, the vise works exactly the same way as your WE50 does. So you saw me at just the 2 tension screws to actually tighten it up. The big difference between, say, this model and yours is that your model has a angle range of 15 to 30 degrees. This is a 13 to 35. And really, I get that by this actually added base right here, which gives me a little bit more working height, and then actually gives me a wider angle range that I can actually work with. Other than that, I mean, the motion and the mechanics of all the sharpeners are exactly the same. The biggest difference after that is, you know, essentially how the knife clamps in, you know, because we do actually have like the lever actuated vise. It's just one lever, you're done. That particular model is a rapid ankle adjustment, so instead of actually me adjusting the arms independently and sliding them in and out, it's a lever, and that just sets your ankle right there, so it makes it super quick and super easy, especially if you have like a knife sharpening service and you're going through just like dozens of knives an hour. That makes it much quicker than tightening and retightening and tightening and retightening and adjusting and that type of thing.
Okay, so maybe like the home hobbyist that does a few knives like every once in a while, I start at the beginning.
Yeah.
If you're more like you're doing a lot of knives frequently, get the rapid adjust system.
The rapid adjust system is really nice. You do, to be honest with you, you do lose a little bit of versatility because to get the rapid angle adjustment, it sets the angle the same on both sides.
Okay.
So, you know, yours is 25, so that would work perfect because it was 25. But if you actually have a knife that had an asymmetric grind in it, like on purpose, or someone just wanted you to match whatever you had and it just happened to be asymmetric, that is, you're going to, you know, so it would be, you know, 19 and 17. You'd have to pick 19 or 17 and then essentially reprofile one side. Whereas something that you adjust independently gives you that option to actually match exact.
Okay.
Or to actually put that asymmetry in if someone asks you to. The other big thing about those vices in particular, the vise, is that the jaws on that vise are free-floating and self-centering. So it makes it really helpful if you have a lot of full flat grind knives, a lot of knives with like a distal taper in it or something like that, which can be clamped in this style. Sometimes you actually have to put a shim in there, especially with like the full flat grinds, because there's not usually a lot of meat for the vise to grab onto without something to give it a little bit extra friction. Whereas that vise right there, it's super easy. They just put it in and clamp it and you're good. Because it centers it up automatically and it's free floating, so it does the job for you. Yeah, and so in that case, I mean, this vise, 4 pieces, including these 2 screws.
Right.
That vise, 37 pieces, and most of it's on the inside.
That blue one on the far side?
Yeah. So, and the thing is that since the mechanics are exactly the same, you could use these same abrasives that I used and get the same exact result on your machine as I did on this machine, or that machine, or that machine. Yeah.
So it's basically just hitting a price point for different consumers.
Yeah.
I can actually hear the difference whenever we get a little quiet spot in the noise.
Yeah.
Benchmade's up there with their own little like electric grinders. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get a finer edge to this stuff. I think they're just getting a quick field edge to get people happy.
Give myself a couple of squirts of isopropyl. Take some of that metal dust off.
I gotta see if Gerber's here because I want to talk to them about warranty work on my machine.
Well, we just did
That is fun. Oh, wow. I feel that. And yeah, be careful with that too.
And